We're live here in Geronimo, Texas, at the Navarro Event Center. For tonight, your Runnin Lady basketball Panthers are facing the Battlin Billies from Fredericksburg. Battle for second place here in Region 4, District 27, Division 2. Fredericksburg comes in tonight 6-1. Your Navarro Panthers come in at 5-2. And I'm here. My name's Lance Blackburn. I'm your play-by-play, and I'm here with the voice of the Panthers, Hank Dieter. Hey, Hank, how you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, and it's a beautiful night outside and inside. Looking forward for the rematch between the Runnin' Lady Panthers and those Lady Battling Billies. Well, that's a lot of fun. That's
battle.
one sentence.
That's right. That's right. And hey, we finally got basketball weather, so
Yeah.
fired up about that. But I tell you what,
it's going to be warm in here tonight, I believe.
yeah. And this is going to be a heck of a game. Battle for second place here in the district. Fredericksburg comes in 26-3 overall, 6-1 in district, and our Panthers come in at 25-5 overall and 5-2 in district.
Yeah, and it's coming in. What district though that's out there? Has 3 top 20 teams in the same district, with Bernie being number 2 in the state.
Right.
And then you have number 5 right here with the Lady Battling Billies. And then the Panthers are ranked at 11.
That's right. That's right. I mean, heck, got to be the best district in the state for it wise. Not even close. And then you add in a team like Wimberley and
Canyon Lake.
And then, of course, Bandera. So a tough district. The first time around, these two played a few weeks in mid-December. Navarro came up on the short side, 57-45. 12-point ball game. But I tell you, these games are always tight, and and should be a doozy tonight.
That's in the half court. And here's the intro of the Lady Panthers, Running Lady Panthers. There you have it. Running Lady Panthers.
Yeah, and of course, Lady Panthers are led by Tatum Harp at number 2.
Can you see like a dawn early? What's so bright is everything at the fire like sleepy. These rough stripes and right down through the desert night. All around us were so gallantly sleepy. And it's running as an author sing. Gay through the night that went once children. Oh, stay, because that's lost rainbow light and worry. For the land of the free. and on
Well, Hank, I tell you,
Yeah,
I just want to jump in real quick.
ahead,
Go,
go.
go through. We don't have a lot of times
Right.
here, but quick 3 keys to the game. Guard the 3-point line. You know, Fredericksburg, they play an incredible job of passing in and out. And
Yeah, that's Kristen Hartman that can knock down those threes. You got to get on her.
you got to get on her. Number 2 would be protect the ball, play clean. We had 17 steals, or Fredericksburg did, against us in game 1. So that was our Achilles heel there. So we got to play clean. And
Right.
And then last, you know, Tatum Harbath averages almost 21 points a game. Who's going to be that number 2 scorer tonight? Is that going to be Teagan? Is that going to be Ryan Hepp? Is that going to be Carly Koenig? Is that going to be Kramer? You know,
Yeah,
I think we really got to have someone else,
right. Yeah,
you know,
because
be up there with Tatum to give us a good shot in
Right.
winning this.
right, exactly, because they're gonna watch Tatum and they're gonna keep somebody on her, you know, the entire game.
All right, so we take it off now. Teagan down back over to Carly Koenig. She looks. Oh, and the ball was slapped out of bounds, and it will be Fredericksburg ball coming back this way. So you've got the Hartman sisters, number 22 and number 3 there for Fredericksburg. And, you know, Fredericksburg does a great job of passing the ball.
Yeah,
And,
moving.
and so, you know, our defense is. There she is, number 3 with the 3.
Yeah,
Ella. That's the senior. Oh,
oh, double dribble.
so the ball just slipped out of Teagan's hands there.
Yeah, it did.
And turnover back to the Battlin Billies. It's good defense there from Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer right on it.
So that's Kirsten Hartman, the younger sister there, sophomore.
Yeah, the Franson system.
And that's Rylan Grona. So you've got a unique thing, and we'll get into this, is you've got 3 sets of sisters here on the Billies, and the Billies throw it away there.
Well,
Couldn't quite be handled there by Hartman here down in the corner. So they're going to do a full press on us, which is pretty much a staple here for the Battlin Billies. Foul. Oh,
yeah. Well, no, they're
Oh.
calling it a turnover
there you go.
against
So,
the Lady Panthers, running Lady Panthers.
so Carly Koenig, it looked like I thought possibly there was a foul there, but the ref thought differently, and
Yeah.
she fumbled it out of bounds. But no, Hartman over to Grona.
Oh, it looked like she traveled. Yeah, and that's the call. And that
So-
goes against the Battling Billies and over for the running Lady Panthers.
So Harbath, Teagan, that is, into Kramer. She takes it down low, and she's fouled. Nice.
Well, hey, that's one of those. You be aggressive. We talked about this with the boys game. You know, you got to go down there and you got to be aggressive and you know make the official, you know, make the call.
Yeah,
And
be forced
so-
force the official to make the call, right?
Yeah. She might have been Kramer might have been a little out of control, but still enough to get the ball. Nice free throw. Just swisher all the way. So the Panthers here got a point on the board.
So free throws will be the key, also. You know,
Oh yeah.
both teams shot about 68% in the first game, so it's dead even. Oh, steal there, and Tatum. Although Tatum needs a little help, she's being guarded pretty heavily there. We do get the call there on Taylor Grona with the foul and the block. And that's her first. So Kramer brings
Oh.
it down. Oh, and she loses the
No.
ball out of bounds. But she was guarded heavily there by Hartman. who looks like she put a little pressure and caused that turnover.
Ella Hartman, their point, she really can deliver the ball in the right place and play great defense as well.
So Franzen also in the game. Hartman. Much across over to Taylor Grona. Nice rebound there by Carly Koenig, and she hands it off to Tegan. I was going to say,
Yeah,
they got a
little body check there.
foul there by Coleman for the Billies.
Paige Coleman, she's sophomore on the team, and she's one of the that gives Fredericksburg a little height there.
Yes, number 12 and number 14 there
Yeah.
for the Billies. Or the two taller girls there.
There, Tatum.
There you go. Tatum Harbin takes it aggressively and lays it in. So that's going to give the Panthers a 4-3 lead here in the first. And they fumbles it out of bounds. Again, that's Verona. And that's not going to make the coach happy because that's Mama Grona over there. She's got two daughters and she takes her out. And she substituted in there for Zenner, the junior shooting guard.
Oh, Carly splits
Really,
the double team on the press.
And that, nice pass across court. And that's Tatum. Tatum with the.
Oh, they still got the foul over the back, I think, on the rebound
Wow.
side. I wish it would have been on the shot. We get two, but now they still get it down on the baseline for the Panthers. And here you run that baseline play. Let's see what the Lady Panthers come up with. They usually come out great with these type of plays, but Fredericksburg doing a good job.
Nice inbounds play to Carnegie. Around Tegan with aggressive to the rim, aggressive shot.
Gotta love that, Lance. I mean, just taking it. Oh, she took 3 steps on that one.
And so that's the freshman Ryland Groening. And I mean, she's probably 5'3". She's a little girl, but feisty, but does pick up the foul there.
Well, I mean, just the effort on Tatum Harvest's part, just trying to get around it. But Coach Grona is not happy either. She feels like, hey, she has every right to cut her off and get in front of her as well. But hey, that's the way sometimes it goes. We're going to ask our director here, Josh Brooks. Thanks for putting things together here. But do you happen to have the QR code for us here?
So while he's pulling that up, 5 quick fouls here. There's 5 minutes and change left here in the first quarter, and the Fredericksburg's already got 5 fouls for the half. So
right, you're exactly right. That's amazing.
So QR code is up, and so this is for the AV club here at Navarro High School, and they are allowing us to broadcast tonight. And if so kind to make a donation here to the team, just use your phone. You can scan that. It'll take you right to a donation site, and any and all donations are welcome. So we're back here to live action. 5 minutes to go here exactly in the first quarter, and it is 6-3 Panthers with the ball and a pass. That's Tatum Harbeth as she drives low. There's another foul.
But it goes against Tatum Harbeth. They're calling her with a push, Lance. So that she pushed off. But so that's the first foul, team foul, that goes against the Lady Panthers.
Yeah.
But actually,
they pass it around. Like I mentioned earlier, they do a lot of motion, a lot of passing, and man-to-man. And that's she calls it on the floor, and I think that's going to be Tatum's second. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's real quick against Tatum,
and that's not good. She's gonna have to come to the bench. So the Battlin Billies pass it around again over to center, but it's stolen there by Kramer.
Benefit of good defense by the Panthers. Kramer there to pick up the ball.
And I tell you, Fredericksburg's defense is aggressive. They do go for your
Yep.
steals, and they are reaching quite a bit. So, depending how they call the game, and that's inside. Nice pass over to Ryan Hepp with the layup. Oh, and it rims out.
Yeah.
Oh, and Coach Harbath and all of us were hoping that would fall for the Panthers. And a nice shot there by the youngster.
Yeah, with a nice little floater, and then the undercut just a hair by the Lady Panthers. But again, being aggressive. This time it's Fredericksburg. We saw Panthers earlier being the aggressor. Now you see little Rylan Grona. Like you said, what is she about?
And she looks like she's
4
probably,
foot nothing. But
yeah, she looks like 5'2" or 5'3", but boy, she's tough.
oh man,
Probably like her mom, the coach, and drains that to be a freshman.
Yes.
At that, right? So Kramer breaks the press, comes back to Koenig, out to Teagan, and across court to Maddie Gillum. She just has to save it, and I think a foul there is going to be picked up by on the Lady Panthers. No, they waved the foul off, and it's just going to be a turnover. So
well, the fouls now are close to even, 4-5. Running Lady Panthers have 4, Fredericksburg 5.
Oh, and that's cross court, out of bounds. Another turnover by the Battlin Billies. A little bit of a rough start for them. But 6-6 here with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Panthers ball. Teagan Harbath on the inbound. So she's going to break the press with the dribble. She takes it all the way down.
Oh,
Passes it. Another turnover there for the Panthers.
still by Taylor
Oh.
Grona.
And
Good rebound.
there's that aggressive defense, man. And the Billies, man, they contest every single pass.
Yes.
And I could see
On both on the front court and in the back court,
Yeah.
no matter if they have the ball or
That's
not,
right.
You know.
and it's every player too.
Yeah.
So good aggressive defense by the Billies. They pass it in. Maddie Gillum off the there you go. There's another example of it. That was Taylor Grona, the sister, the older sister there, the junior. Deflects it out of bounds, so it still will be Panther ball. And that's out to Carly. Carly tries to dribble through a double team, and she loses it, but it does bounce off
The Fredericksburg
Rylan Grona. Yeah, so the Panthers maintain possession. They pass it back. So they
Yeah.
relent a little bit. The Billies do. And Teagan goes all the way to the basket, and good for her. Uncontested, basically, for the layup.
Wow, looking like a little old George Gervin Fringle roll there.
Yeah. So shot there from number 11, bounces in and out. Scramble for the rebound. Billy's got it.
Yeah.
Back around the court. Little Grona here. Rylan, she looks like it should be a foul on the floor.
Yeah, and that's what it is. But see who they.
And they do have a sub. So they do sub her out. And they bring in Hartman.
And that's Koenig's first foul.
They pass that across court. Out. Hartman open for the three off the front rim. And that's going to be Teagan. Teagan is double teamed here in the corner. And we do get a timeout.
Good call of Coach Harbath to call the timeout on that one. Teagan really had no place to go with the ball.
Yeah, she was double teamed. And
Right.
it looked like a triple team was coming. So
And we talked about that with Fredericksburg. No matter what side of the court, they're not giving you any opportunity for anything easy to get down the court, except for that. I would say Teagan Harbath did get that easy layup, but it was after they had pressed and finally broke the press towards the end,
right.
where she was able to lay it up and in. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, extremely aggressive defense. That's why this team's 26-3 with only 3 losses. Fredericksburg has scored over 70 points 8 times this year and over 60 points 4 times. So combined, over 60 points 12 times. But man, so to hold them to 6 points here with 2 minutes
Yeah.
left, that's quite an accomplishment for the Panthers.
Yeah, and I would like to see, how the Lady Panthers show on their defensive side. They keep teams way down because of their half-court defense is just awesome.
Yeah. So that's Koenig, and Koenig's tied up. She doesn't get out of it, but it's a timeout by Fredericksburg.
Right. I thought it was a tie-up, so I didn't
Yeah.
think there was possession.
I didn't think so either,
But hey, that's
they get the call. So,
it's like and so sometimes what you see out there, and because we didn't have a good angle from where we're at up on the stage out here, but you never know. But Lance, you have anything else? I know you had some other things we didn't get to go over in pregame.
yeah, there was a couple things in the first meeting. We out rebounded Fredericksburg 36-27, which we'll see how that plays out tonight. But Fredericksburg did a really, really good job of getting a lot of assists in the first game and hitting some 3-pointers. And then the other glaring thing out of game one was the 17 steals. I did mention that earlier, but steals equals turnovers equals points, right? So I'm not sure how many turnovers we sit on the stage back here. And when you see in college or pros, you're right by a statistician, and the statistician's over there. So maybe at halftime or something, I can walk over there and get some information. But yeah, those are key things. But we're up by 2 and battling hard. So
that's right. We're still here in the first quarter.
So they pass it around the horn again. Hartman for a 3 off the back iron,
and that's 2 she's missed, I think, tonight.
Yeah, 2, and Teagan takes it up. Still got Tatum. Oh, and a 3 by Maddie Gillum. A little short.
Yeah, a little flat on that one. Didn't quite get the hard.
Right. And so she passes it out, and that's Hartman. She does hit a 3.
That's the other Hartman.
That's the younger Hartman there, Kirsten Hartman. And I think she's their 3-point leader. So
yeah, you can't leave her open too often.
Carly Koenig goes open in the lane, but she's blocked. Although they call it travel.
Oh, she put the ball down, and I thought she had her 2 steps. But the call goes over to Fredericksburg, and Fredericksburg now has the ball and the lead.
So we bring in Haley Wilson, number 20, and Camden Shields. So Tatum Harbeth is back on the court. Coach Harbeth goes to a zone.
Yeah, I don't see that too.
He doesn't like those 3s going in, so he's going to play a zone. And you're right, we don't see that much, but against the Billies, that might be a good strategy. He passes it around, and from the free throw line, the shot's up. Although a good rebound, Panthers don't do a good job blocking out, and Jordan Zinner for the Battlin Billies fights her way in, the junior. And she gets to the line. Earns her way to the line.
Yeah.
Nice rebound. Makes the front end here. That foul was on Maddie Gillum. That's her first. She does get the rebound, though, off the missed opportunity.
It was a little late whistle, but it looked like she was fouled early.
Right.
By Zinner. Let's see who the call is against. Nope.
Well, that's number 4. Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah,
and that's her second foul. Tatum Harbeth into Gillum, back to Harbeth. Harbeth, she gets trapped. She does throw it, and actually a little miscommunication there between her and Camden Shields. And Camden comes forward, and Harbeth throws it back, and ends up being a turnover here for the Panthers. 28 seconds left here in the first. The Billies up 10-8. Cross-court pass. You don't want to leave her open. There's another 3. Rattles out. Passes it over to...
Oh.
No, and that's got to be a block by number 22.
Yeah, 1-on-1 because 7th team foul against the Battlin Billies. And Tatum goes on the line to see if she can get that front end of that 1-on-1. Very critical in this game.
Absolutely, especially tight game. Free throws.
Oh, yeah.
Free throws and rebounds make the difference, right?
Right. Those rebounds, layups, turnovers, those are the 4 categories I look at a lot. But, it just depends on what. And free throws always number 1, though.
So Tatum hits the first. She misses the second off the left side of the rim there. passes it up and in. Nice movement, ball moving again. Number 3, Hartman with the 3.
Oh,
He's left alone, and boy, I tell you, nice shot at the buzzer by Tatum Harbath.
Yeah.
But so the Panthers down 13-9 here at the end of the first quarter from Geronimo, Texas, here in the event center at Navarro High School.
and gotta say though, defensively did great. Just didn't get some of those turnovers really hurt us, I think, in that
Yeah.
first quarter fight, but just couldn't get the ball down and in when they needed to. I missed shots are going to be part of the game, but I think what I'm kind of surprised at is they're seeing Fredericksburg miss as many threes as they did.
Right.
I don't have the stats in front of me, but from what I could tell, there was at least 3 to 4 missed 3-pointers, and that's a credit to good defense, but also, the Panthers haven't been giving them too many second chance points in that first quarter, and I think, that's my observation is that the Lady Panthers are rebounding well. They're doing everything just about right, and they just have to finish a little better, closer to the basket and get the ball there. But those turnovers, couple of travels, a couple of bad passes, but other than that, I think the Runnin Lady Panthers have done a
Wow.
great job.
And it was with their leading scorer on
Right.
the bench most of the quarter with 2 fouls.
Yeah.
So yeah, great. We'll take 13-9 coming out of the first. A good pass up short by the Billies. Good rebound there by Ryan Hepp.
Yeah.
Koenig crossed to Tegan Arbeth. She passes it back. Koenig turns the ball over. Almost looked like she was double teamed there. Billy's the other way. 3, quick 3, and it falls for Taylor Grona.
Yeah, you can't leave the Gronas wide open like that.
And they run straight to the
Yeah.
3-point line on even a fast break, right? So
Right.
16-9. The deficit's grown a little bit. So time for the Panthers.
Yeah, I was looking at Hep coming up. She looked like she was wide open.
Pass back over to Tegan Arbeth with the layup. Oh, but it doesn't fall. And it looks like,
Are they going to call a foul? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, they are going to call a foul. That's going to be 1-1 for the Battlin Billies. That's the 7th team foul on the Lady Panthers.
So they're calling against Tegan Harbeth. On the board, it shows that's her first foul.
Yes, that's what I've got too. So the first shot was good.
So Franson is a good free throw shooter as
She
well.
makes the second. Oh,
Was
Tatum
the-
Arbeth up.
Yep.
She bites through the double team.
Oh,
Oh, and she
no.
calls a walk. I wasn't sure if he was going to call a foul or a walk.
You got to have possession to walk with it. And both players, both Fredericksburg and Tatum Harbeth have the ball. So
He passes it around the horn, or sorry, the Billies do.
Billies are on a run right now. They've scored 6 points in a row to nothing of the Panthers.
So a fake, and again, from the free throw line, number 12, and the shot's off. It was contested there, but the Billies retain possession
Actually, a 7-0 run.
from 18-9. Their score, and well, they find Hartman in the back. She does miss the 3 though.
They got to get up for it. I think
That's
Coach Hartman.
Tegan. And Tegan's running the offense up top. Passes to her sister, who takes a long 3. Tatum off the mark there. Out to Carly Koenig. Good rebound.
Yep. I see we got a foul that goes
There we
against
go.
Fredericksburg with a push. As Kramer had position on that one, going down for the ball. Good hustle by Kramer to save the ball.
So that's the second foul there for Taylor Grona, which is big. So at the line, you got Kramer, and it rattles in and out.
So close.
Yeah. They pass it around, and they find someone sleeping on defense with the easy bucket there for
Panthers have to
Brandon.
break this run right now, and it's
they
a
got
very critical moment.
so it's 20-9, and Franzen just found the open space there underneath, and the Billies with their sharp shooting passing is
Now,
so they
call that an offensive
offensive. It looks like probably a
illegal
moving
pick.
screen,
Yeah, moving.
or a legal pick, and
Yeah, it's either, and it's usually a moving where she just moved. I couldn't quite tell, but you could see Franson goes just a little bit to her left as one of the Lady Panthers trying to get by.
So Tegan Harvest going to take it all the way
Yeah.
down and tries to pass it across to Ryan Hepp for a layup, but right through her hands and out of bounds. So it
those a little bit too much mustard. You're that
Right.
close in space, so Hep wasn't expecting it coming that hard.
So bringing it up court is Ella Hartman for the Billies, over to Grona, back over to Hartman. She's guarded, and then number 21 here,
Good outlet.
Arazia, misses a three. Tegan takes it the other way. He's on the ground, though. A couple of Billies are with her. They take it, pick it up. And you got passing out to Hartman for a three.
Well, this like I told you, this is a critical moment for the Lady Panthers to see if they can, break this run and now come back and see what Coach Harvest can come up with 5 minutes here remaining in the first half of play.
Yeah, I was unfortunate. And they went on a pretty good little run there from.
Loose balls, coming up with the loose balls, you have to give credit to Fredericksburg. They were able to come up with them and get them up for it and then get the Panthers running, and they kick out to the outside that perimeter, and now they're starting to make them. We're talking about the misses earlier.
Right.
Now they're getting warmed up.
They heated up, and our offense has gone a little into it, a little bit of a drought. So, yeah, the combination of those two is not a recipe for success, and no beans.
As it swings one way, it can always swing back
That's
the other,
right.
and that's what basketball is.
That's
so much fun.
Right.
You see a team that goes up, and you think, oh, wow, they're just running off with it. Next thing you know, here comes the other team, and hopefully that'll be the Runnin' Lady Panthers.
Well, we saw that the other night with the boys. The boys were down by, I think, 26 here on the same court to the Canyon Lake Hawks, and, man, they came roaring back to grab the lead by one. So let's hope that the Lady Panthers can do the same. They're not quite that big of a deficit, but by no means. But they do need to turn the faucet, the hot faucet on, and turn the cold faucet on. Right. At least on the offensive end. Maddie Gillum, though, double team, trapped in the corner, but Tegan takes it down low. She's double teamed, back around. Ryan Hepp with the shot, but no, they call a foul on the Panthers, Lady Panthers, I'm sorry, they don't call a foul.
They call a 3-second violation. That's what I was trying to
I
determine.
think so. So the Billies have it back. They pass it around the horn. And there's the freshman again, getting inside. She does miss a shot. A nice rebound there by Tegan. Tegan Harba taking it her whole way down.
Oh,
got a little short, flat on her shot, though.
They called a foul on, looks like Maddie Gillen gets the call going against her second foul.
Right.
And looking at still 1-1 as they're in the bonus, but not the double bonus yet for the Battlin Billies.
So to the line, Ella Hartman. And I think tonight Ella is the leading scorer there for the Battlin Billies. I know she's hit several threes.
Right.
So the 1-1 shot falls. And she completes the 1-1. It makes both. Puts the Battlin Billies up 25-9 as Tegan Harbuth passes it to her sister across back to Tegan and back to Tatum. As Tatum tries to go for the corner, fakes the shot, goes in, got the layup,
There
and it falls.
Oh, get off of that 9. Now we were stuck on 9.
Yeah. But another wide open Billy hits the front of the rim. So Billies steal it again and get the layup. Now, back out now. This time Kramer back to Tegan. Over to Kramer. Back to Harbuth. To Tatum. To Tegan. With the shot off the rim. Bounces out. And again, the Billies running fast. And this is the freshman with the three from the corner. Rona. And that's going to make it 30-11. So,
and it didn't take her long to get set.
No.
So she pretty much got it in rhythm too.
And there's Tatum. Tatum takes it to the rim and says, "Enough of this. I'm just going to take it myself." And then boom.
Oh, man.
Back the other way. Jordan Zenner has hit a couple of threes here. And a turnover there by Tegan just overthrows.
Well, you got to kind of keep that even keel. Don't get, too high or too low. Right now, Lady Panthers look a little frustrated. I mean, yeah, I would be too, but you still have to. Oh God, there's still plenty of time left to inch back in this game.
So the deficit is grown to 20 at this point, but it was out of bounds. The ref, I think, they're confused.
Yeah, I think.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, no, it should be an inbounds, right?
Right, it should be inbounds where it went out because it was already in play. If it wasn't in play and you're throwing it from an inbound play and throwing it out of bounds over there, you go back to where it was inbounded.
Yeah.
Now it's where it was out at. So
right. So a little bit of confusion there by the three referees. Back around, and the Panthers go back to man, have been for a while, but that was a 2-point shot there by Hartman.
She again right up in rhythm, nice little jump shot.
Nice little.
Now see if Tatum.
Yeah, so Tatum's taken. She goes back. It's tipped out of bounds, but man, I tell you, the active hands.
Coach Harbuth is not happy tonight.
No.
I think he wanted a foul there on Fredericksburg for bumping into Tatum as well.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of contact there, and Ryan Hett called with the travel there.
Yeah, and the fish. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say Fredericksburg plays such an aggressive game, and I think he's looking for those calls. And
right.
So Fredericksburg moves it around the horn, finds a player down low, just passed it. There they go. Number 4, Jordan Zena with the layup, and I tell you, the Fredericksburg Battlin Billies have grown up to a 37-13 ball game. And I tell you, it is an aggressive game tonight, and that's Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg plays
again, it's always about we saw that in other games that we've called. Whoever the aggressor is usually gets the call.
They do. Yeah, usually that's right.
And I think because Fredericksburg's been more of the aggressor tonight, that they're getting probably more of the calls, and that's usually the case. So
yeah.
Coach Harbuth's not happy with the officials.
No, he's not. And I tell you,
and I can say is that we can, you just have to play through it for the girls, and he's standing up for the girls right now, his team.
So the Panthers bring in Geipel, number 13, Isabel Geipel, the sophomore. So you got Kramer, Harbeth, Ryan Hepp on the court, and Geipel for the Panthers. And it looks like two shots. It looks like for Tegan Harbeth, with 1:44 left here in the second period.
Still in just regular bonus, so it's, but they called it on the shot. Sorry. So,
Yeah, I know. So off the right rim, bounces out on the first shot there for.
yeah, so it is the double bonus. My
Yeah,
apologies.
they've got 10 fouls
Yeah.
there, so is on number 4 though. She's got 3 fouls for Jordan Zimmer for the Billies.
Well, could be a factor later.
So Hartman up top passes around to Kuhlman. Hartman back over to Grona. And the freshman shoots it up off the front of the rim, but left out for a 3
Oh,
is
Yep.
Hartman, and she drains it and makes it 40-14
Kirsten gets
for the
Gets-
Billies.
all on just a, one of those.
Oh, and it's crossed, and Tatum Harbeth with an
Yeah.
open 3, and she drains it.
Yes.
And that's just what the doctor ordered for the Panthers.
23 down for the Lady
The
Panthers.
Billies work through their offense here, passing it around the horn. They fake. Oh, and just a quick move inside. Hartman gets inside. The young freshman recognizes it
Oh,
and makes a beautiful pass and catches the Panthers defense.
so now I got a foul called against Fredericksburg, and they show that on Kuhlman, Paige Kuhlman, number 14 of Fredericksburg. So Tegan Harbert up to the line.
The first one rattles out. So the Panthers sub in Camden Shields, comes in for Geipel. Tegan here for the second. And it rattles around and falls.
Yeah, gets it in.
So, again, it's not panic time, and this is it, right? Let's get back in the game for defense, right? So 42-18.
With a 24-point lead.
Which Tatum Harbeth at the line for 2. Makes the first.
She's adding on to that 2,000 points every night.
That's right.
It's unbelievable. 4 years.
And drops the second one. So, again, found open in the corners, the freshman. I tell you what, man, jeez.
Yeah. She's
That's
on
Rylan Grona. And, a nice collision there
Oh, man.
between the Harbeth girls and the young freshman from Fredericksburg, Grona. But everyone gets up and they're okay.
Yeah. And really on that one, I thought there should have been a no call, either
Right.
way, because it's, one moving the other. If you knock over the other, then yeah, it should have been on there. But little Grona falls the opposite way. Both players, Tatum and Rylan Grona, go opposite directions.
Right.
But we'll take anything we can get, right?
That's right. We need, especially with the clock not moving
Yeah.
and getting points, right? So
Exactly.
So the second shot here from Tatum is a little bit off to the right, and that's going to do it for the half. So the first half ends with the visiting Battlin Billies 44 and your lady Runnin Panthers 21. So we'll go in and talk about it, but by no means is this game over. We just
No, and
I
we've seen these girls do some miraculous things, and I think that was in Wimberley. They were 10 or 11 down, and it was in the fourth quarter of play,
that's
and
right.
they came back and won that thing. So you got 2 quarters to make up 23 points. Can they do it? I believe they can. Now it's just a matter of playing a little better defense. Don't give the open shots. I mean, we just seen way too many open shots. Some of them were just the way the ball bounces, and we understand that's going to happen.
Right.
But we can see that that when Fredericksburg is wide open, they're going to knock it down, and they're going to you know they are going to make their shots when they're that open, no doubt.
Yeah, I think you're right, Hank. It all starts at the defensive end,
Right.
and the way you chip away at a big lead like this is play a good aggressive defense, and I think we said it. Keys of the game. Number one, guard that 3-point line, and we did a really good job there in the first quarter.
Yeah, we did. We did.
In the second quarter, it came out to bite us a little bit. So
Yeah, and we couldn't get off that 9. We had 9 points on our side. It seemed like we just could not break it, and score, and turnovers and that sort of thing would make a big difference and all. So, well, I guess what we can do is we can bring up the QR code.
So we've got the QR code up, and the QR code is basically for donations here for the audiovisual club here at Navarro High School, which is the prime supporter here and the backbone of the Navarro Panther Network, where we're streaming live here tonight on the YouTube channel. So if you be so polite to donate, we did real well during football season. I think we were up to around almost $1,700 in donations. So we
Yeah.
thank you, Panther Nation, for that. And maybe heck, maybe that came from a couple of Wimberley or Cuero folks too. You never know, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
No, I don't think so.
no, probably not. But hey, it was worth it. It was worth a good laugh, right? So, but yeah, if you could donate, what you can is anything and everything's much appreciated. This is student run and also by Principal Scarborough here at Navarro High School. But we'll leave that up here as we've got about 5.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And
We're going to take a little bit of audio break here, but that QR code will be up there, and we'll be back for our keys to the second half and our adjustments. So stay tuned.
All right, we're back. So Hank, I think the big thing coming in here to the second half is, and we mentioned it is we got to start on the defensive end, right?
Right. Right.
And we mentioned or we talked about it off air here, but
Yep.
we'd rather give them a 2-point basket if we're going to give a basket than a 3-point. So
Right.
um,
Yeah, and you're exactly right. I mean, because we think about it, I would bet that they only made like 10 points in the lane. Everything
Right.
else has been free throws or outside
Mhm.
the perimeter of that
Mhm.
3-point line. So,
Yeah, and a chunk of it obviously has been the threes. And I mean
right,
they got to the line a few times, and of course they were very good from the line. I'd be curious to see what their
right,
percentage was, but it was up there.
right.
But yeah, let's chip away at this. Play some good defense. They've got 44. I mentioned, they're accustomed to scoring
Yeah,
over 60 and sometimes over 70, and they had a 21 game winning streak. So
that,
let's see if
yeah.
we can
Well,
do
we got
that. And the other thing is who's going to be our number 2 scorer?
right,
We talked about that
right.
early, and who's gonna step up and be that player?
And it looked like it was going to be Tegan Harbeth,
Right.
she was doing well early, but had some turnovers, and we talked about this in the break. Is that it looked like the running Lady Panthers spent a lot of time trying to break that press by dribbling when passing is usually the key.
Right. 100%.
So slow down on the turnovers.
So Tegan over to Kramer. Back to Tegan, looking down low for Hep, but decides to pass it back out. And it looks like the Fredericksburg switched to a little bit. It looks like a
Yeah.
man-to-man, but it almost looks like a zone because the Panthers aren't moving a lot. So
Yeah, they did. They're running more of
So
a
we-
shell, just a different type of a man to
so
man.
there's Koenig. So she gets it down low to her, and she
Good
misses the
hustle.
layup. But good hustle, gets her own
Yeah.
rebound and a layup. So good way to start the second half of the Lady Panthers with the layup
That's
and back around.
great effort.
Shoots it back out, but another 3, but off the backside of the rim.
It was
Hartman, but man, she goes and gets her own rebound and ties up a couple of Panthers.
That's going to go to Fredericksburg on the possession arrow.
So good hustle there by both teams.
But this time the Lady Panthers were out there though, close to the shooter, so it wasn't an uncontested 3 in
Right,
that one.
and
So,
that caused the
Yeah.
miss probably, right?
Look
So
at
steal there by Koenig.
Oh.
He tries to grab it, and unfortunately she
pulls it
carries, yeah, she carries the ball. But
Yeah. over. Oh, and it's just so obvious. That's the bad
Yeah.
part.
right. That might have gotten
Yeah.
away in 3rd and 4th grade basketball.
Well, the NBA did. They do it in NBA, wasn't it?
Yeah, true, too. And an easy
Oh.
layup there for number 12,
That's one.
Brenzen
It's one of those rare inside
Madison, the junior.
the lane shots, that layups.
It's almost like they lull you to sleep at the 3-point line,
Right.
and then they make a move towards the basket, cut, do almost like a back,
Right.
a back cut, and
So
so inbounds play here for Harbeth, and out to Kramer. So let's see if we can get Ryan Hepp involved down low. Oh, and looks like a bad pass, open layup. Looks like for the Billies, but it was missed.
she tried to finger roll that in instead of overhand with her left hand, and
Carly Koenig back the other way here, back to Harbeth, to her sister Tatum, over to Tegan, out to Kramer. She works it down, cross court to Hep, and Hep shoots it off the front of the rim, and a rebound there by number 11, Franzen. So
Right.
the other Franzen sisters are on the court. That's Hartman out to her sister Hartman. And she dumps it in, and it rolls around, but doesn't fall, luckily, for the Panthers here.
she brought that one all the way up from down by her knees on up and chunked it up there and almost got it to fall. What I was going to say about Ryan Hepp, she took that shot, but I think when she took that shot, it was a little early in the offense, and the rest of the Lady Panthers, as Ella Hartman makes that one, but the rest of the Panthers weren't ready for the rebound, so they didn't have a chance to get low. So that's something that's going to have to be worked out.
So that was Tatum Harbeth's 3rd foul. So let's keep an eye on that here with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the 3rd. Oh, and that's off Carly Koenig's fingertips. And she does fight.
Think that'll be her third? Is that gonna be her
And that's
second?
Koenig's second
Yeah.
foul. She so up court, Hartman over to her sister Hartman. Back to
Oh, can't let her.
oh yeah.
That's
Left Franzen open there, and she drains the three, the junior.
That was Madison.
He passes it across.
That's a kick
Look,
ball.
yeah. Kick ball stays with the Panthers.
Oh, it was a little light, but now it's like, yeah, that's a kick ball.
Tatum Harbeth into Tegan.
Oh,
Steal there by number 1, Taylor Grona.
Tegan picks up foul on that one. That's going to be only her second foul.
So the two sisters. Well, it was going to be Hartman to Hartman, but
Yeah.
they sub out the younger sister and bring in for Jordan Zinner.
Man, Panthers have to pick it up here with on the defensive side and cannot let the open threes happen. Good screens though.
So she does get out, and a 3-point shot is a little short. Tegan Harbeth with the rebound brings it up court. And, looks like almost looked like a foul there, but they get it down low to Carly Koenig, and boom, she was fouled on the shot.
Yeah, it looked like they missed it on the first
No,
one. I don't
right.
know about the second one, but the first one
first
clearly got hit in the hands and not the ball. But
So they are trying
take
to.
it. Let's take it.
Yeah, we'll take it, and it looks like they're trying to run the offense a little bit through Carly this second half.
Yeah,
So
down
work
low.
the ball down low, right? Give a little breather to Tatum.
Yeah, there might be your second score right there that you were talking about as far as your keys to the game. And I believe I agree with them. That's
Yeah.
We have to have somebody else step up and look like so far in the second half it's been
So
Carly.
It is 51-25, so a 26-point lead still with 4:35 here in the second half, or I'm sorry, in the third quarter.
Third quarter. That's hard to see.
Sometimes you used to call it basketball, or
Right.
they make 2 halves, but the shot up and around
Oh.
Fredericksburg and that is Zinner with their own offensive the offensive rebound and the lay-in for the Billies.
Yeah, I'm groaning over here because Kramer just mistimed her jump on that. She could have had the rebound. She had the position, just mistimed the jump.
They pass it to the corner to Kramer. She looks. She finds Tatum Harbeth, who makes a move, goes to the lane, hands off to Carly. Again, the quick hands there by the Battlin Billies, knocks it out of bounds, but the Panthers will retain the ball.
Zinner's back in.
So a nice pass in. So, Tatum fakes the 3, goes to the basket, but is fouled on the. It's on the court, so it's not going to be a continuation foul.
Yeah, high school and continuations are quite a bit different than NBA.
Yeah, that would have been.
If she was in
that would have
the
been
air,
an and one, right?
Yeah, if she was in the air and shot it and fouled, then yeah, that would have been counted.
Actually, they do give her the and one.
No, they did. So they're saying she was in the air when she. So that's a good deal.
So
we'll take
Panthers
that.
up to 28 now. Oh, and no, it looks like they're timeout.
I thought they were going to call foul on Hep, but yeah.
Yeah, Hep fighting for the ball there.
I mean,
with the collision, but yeah.
Yeah, key so far still is your number one key is Panthers have to guard that 3-point line. And even though there's been, and then we've got the turnovers, a couple of those, but now here in the last minute or so, we've seen the Runnin Lady Panthers make some adjustments and was able to, take it down low to Carly and Koenig and make things happen and, force the issue. And we'll see if the defensive side is where I think the Runnin Lady Panthers really have to make up this point spread. The Runnin Lady Panthers have to play better defense.
Right. Yep. It really comes down to to defense and heart, soul, and hustle, right? Which is all defense. And
Right.
and getting your, I'm still amazed at how many deflect passes
Yeah.
and balls that because it's not like the the Fredericksburg Battlin Billies ladies here are big, the
Right.
wingspan. They don't have anyone super tall, but boy, they just keep their hands active. And if you're a youngster out there listening to the broadcast tonight, that is such a
Yes.
key component to play defense.
Yes. Moving your feet and staying in front of somebody is very difficult. But the way the screens have been run, there's another second chance point that here lately we've seen
And so they
Fredericksburg get.
and Fredericksburg missed a three there off the rim, but they do get the rebound, like Hank said. So Panthers are playing tough D. That is another three again off the left side of the rim.
And contested by Tigan.
So here's Tatum, no one behind her. He checks. She's going to go all the way, folks. And she's going to get the and one there. So that was an easy one. That was the freshman, Rylan Grona, with the foul.
Yeah, Tatum.
And Tatum's seen that a few times, right?
Yeah, we saw it right in front of us. I was hoping they weren't going to end up on the stage here.
Right.
But you could clearly see, all arm and just to fight through that. Great job by Tatum.
Tatum hits the free throw, so it puts it up 53-31.
The old-fashioned three-point
Harley. Oh, nice defense there by the Panthers.
Yeah, and
protecting the ball.
Yeah, not to let them get out of that trap, and that was
and
a
not
good
cause
thing.
them and
Right.
not committing a foul, right?
Right.
So they take it around, and that's going to be. And they get the back door. And the back door there with Taylor Grona, the sister. But Tegan this time goes down, fights down the lane, and she
God.
man, I thought that was going to fall for her. So close for the sophomore.
Right there, yeah. And going back to that play on that backdoor play that Fredericksburg had, I think Tatum Harveth was looking for a screen to come up, and next thing you know, there was no screen, and her player took off. Well, one thing that I failed to mention, I talked about briefly, but is the Battlin Billies is doing a really good job of double screening. They have two players screening off
Yes.
the Runnin Lady Panthers, which allows for that open three. So Panthers are going to have to figure out a little better way to deal with that. Good job by Tegan on those two free throws.
So way short. That was an air ball. Tatum Harvest going to take it the length of the court again, and that almost comes in our lap. But she gets the foul.
Yeah. Oh, no, they didn't call it out of bounds.
Oh, they called the ball.
So
a clean strip, says the ref.
A lot of body contact.
And no, they don't perform well there on the inbounds play. It was deflected, but tight defense there by the Battlin Billies. But she's going to go all the way to the lane, but there is a whistle. 3
seconds. Okay.
We'll take it because it looked like.
At least I saw the call on that one. But go ahead.
Yeah, it just looked like Taylor Grona had a wide open layup, but thank goodness for the 3 second ball there, and the Panthers retain the basketball, breaking the press, and you know what? Well, and I think that's going to be Tatum's fourth. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and they want to keep her around a little longer, so she probably won't be back for this last 2 minutes or so of the third quarter.
So it's 55-33. Battlin Billies in front of the Our Lady Panthers. Pass it around patiently. We do have another.
Carl.
Well, that's going to be Ryan Hepp.
Right. Yeah. First, I thought she put up a number 4, and I'm like, we don't have a number 4 out there. Carly's on the bench.
And that's Ryan's third foul.
5 seconds.
On the inbounds, right?
Great defense. You don't get that a lot. Good job by the Runnin' Lady Panthers. Now, if they can make up for this 22-point deficit they have.
Tegan, and they are doing a little bit. Oh, that was didn't look fun.
No, landing on the ball too on
Yeah.
the ribs there.
Right. Tegan was tripped in the foul there. Each team has 5 team fouls here in the third or the second half. Here with 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Tegan, and now running up on the point is Camden Shields. She's in the game for Tatum Arbeth. That's Tegan. She's going to go tough to the lane. Oh, nice. Nice drive and basket there by Tegan Arbeth. And Maddie Gillum with the steal. So Kramer's got it. And oh, wait a minute. It looks like that's going to be retained for the Panthers. And folks, looks like we lost our cameras. So you're just going to hear my voice here for maybe the last minute and 12 seconds. Something might have come unplugged, but you got Tegan. Tegan bringing it down. Out across to Kramer. So we'll probably do a little radio broadcast here. Over to Maddie Gillum. Back to Kramer. The top of the key. She looks all the way down the lane. An easy layup there. Nice job by the Panthers with 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. That's Hartman back across to Franzen. They fake down, takes a shot at the free throw line, and that rolls in for the other Franzen. So the Franzen sisters are in there. Madison and Minot for the Battlin Billies working together to get them a basket. So we do have a whistle. 30 seconds left here in the third. Yeah, we're back. So 57-37, 20-point deficit. Panthers ball. Tegan Harbeth will inbound it into Shields. Shields brings it down. So Kramer brings it across. So they're looking at 14. They got 14 seconds. Down to, oh, a nice job there by Tegan. And Tegan takes Ella Hartman to the floor, but it's going to be a foul on Hartman.
Yeah, she was way under the basket. So they'll call that blocking almost every time.
Yeah. And that's going to be the 7th, so that's going to be a 1-and-1, but this will be a 2-shot, but it puts them in the 1-and-1 bonus for the rest of the game.
All right.
But nice aggressive play there by Tegan Harbeth. So the second shot here, like a shooting foul for Harbeth, and she hits it. So 5 seconds here left in the third quarter with the Battlin Billies up 57-39. So Panthers are going to let them take it down. They're going to take a long three. She shoots it up in front of the rim, and that's going to be the quarter. So we are
shaved it a little bit there.
it down to 18. I think it was at 26 or so.
Yeah,
at one
we're
point
close to 26. Yes,
in
sir.
in the third quarter. So good job by the Lady Panthers shaving, and this is what you got to do, right? To come back
and being aggressive. Remember, we talked about that earlier. If you're the aggressor, you're probably going to get the calls, and that's what we saw here. You know, Tegan taking it, Tatum taking it to the basket. Carly underneath when she was getting a rebound.
Couple of times, yes. Yep.
So, you know, being aggressive. Now, I think on the three overall, on the 3-point shot for Fredericksburg, most of those were better contested than we've seen earlier. Now, there was a couple that were wide open early in that third quarter, but later on, we saw the Runnin' Lady Panthers play really good outside perimeter defense. And And
I agree.
getting in the rebound. Now, one thing that's really bad about when a team shoots a lot of threes, those are long rebounds. So they could go past, even if you have good position, it still makes it difficult for you to get that rebound. So, but overall, for that quarter goes to the Running Lady Panthers. Now, they, that second quarter was really the one that hurt
Yeah.
the Running Lady Panthers.
Yeah.
And then if they could come in here now in this fourth quarter and take full control and get that back, then we can see how this game turns out, hopefully in favor of the Running Lady Panthers.
So we're here in the fourth and final stanza of the game. Kramer, Panthers with the ball. She drives down. She stops. Back out to Maddie Gillum. Over to Shields. So Coach Harbeth is going to play a few of the youngsters here to start the fourth quarter to give some of his players some rest. That's Kramer. She loses control underneath the basket.
Yeah,
And the Billies get it. They go long. And that's Hartman. And she banks it off the glass for an easy two there for the Billies. Shields brings it back. She's double teamed or trapped in the corner.
Oh,
And she calls a traveling. I didn't quite see that.
no, I didn't either. I thought
I think
she
so.
broke through and kept that pivot foot down, and the official saying she brought that pivot foot up.
So Hartman brings it down here for the Battlin Billies and passes it over to Grona, back over to Hartman. And she calls a pick. A foul on number 3 there. Ella Hartman.
And I don't, like I said,
And that's her 4th foul.
and I don't think it was a moving pick. It was because that elbow went way out.
Okay.
On that one.
Okay. And I was looking at the ball, so I didn't see it. So I trust your opinion there.
At least that's what it looked like from here.
Right. So Shields trying to dribble through the press, bites her, and no, that she had her foot on the line. I can see it from here, but he called a 3. She missed the 3.
They did call.
And then,
Oh,
so the steal for the Billies, another steal for the Billies, and Hartman, Kirsten Hartman, with a couple of steals in the backcourt, takes full advantage of the press there for the Battlin Billies, and makes the Panthers pay.
Right, they take it back up to a 24-point lead. So, if we could go ahead and get the QR code up one more time, we'd like to show everybody that the AV Club here at Navarro is taking donations, and you can use your camera, get the code, go to the PayPal account and pay and donate. Anything will be greatly appreciated for the audio visual club here at Navarro. So, and if you've already donated, want to make sure to say thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And just so you know, your money's going towards the cameras, the Wi-Fi's, all anything it takes to stream and bring you this broadcast live there. So there's lots of for you technology people, you probably understand it. So there's a bunch of things you got to buy and you got to do, and it certainly doesn't go in me and Hank's pocket or one of the students, but much appreciated. And we'll go back to action here.
Yeah.
63-39.
And real quick, I want to say a big shout out for Panther Posse for the initial donation of the equipment and all to get these up and streaming.
So we go down and Tegan passes it back cross court over. Tatum's got it now. Carly Koenig. And there's a blocking foul.
Yeah. Coach Harbeth didn't have much of a choice but to bring back Tatum Harbeth to break that run that Fredericksburg had went on.
Yeah, I mean, he
from the press.
brought back most of his senior. Well, Carly Koenig, Ryan Hepp, Tatum Harbeth, a little bit more veteran. So Carly to the line. And
Waiting on a shoe tying moment here.
So that's Tegan. And, I see that, Tegan tying her shoe there. So the front end of a 1-on-1, Carly makes it. So that's the 40th point there for the Panthers. Well, a 23-point deficit here in the fourth quarter. And that's off the front of the rim. And the Billies get the rebound, and they're down with Grona leading the offense. She passes it over to Coleman to Grona. Then you got there's the little Grona, Rylan on the court.
And I think Fredericksburg's going to be content to run
Just
an
kinda-
offense, pass it around.
Wait for the open shot,
Right.
drain the clock.
That's what they're doing right now.
That's their offensive motto right now.
Only shoot it if you're wide open.
So 5.5 minutes, and then there's the open shot.
Oh, that couldn't quite control
It
it.
was from Coleman.
Ryan Hep come flying in and just couldn't quite control it to get the rebound.
And they pass it out to Grona, number 1, the point guard, and she passes it around. And again, looks like, so they drive the lane there, and that was
Good block.
good defense there by the Lady Panthers. And they end up calling a foul. Looks like it should be a shooting foul, and that's going to be for Coolman. She's going to be at the line. But the 23-point lead with 5:09 left here in the fourth. And it looks like she should have 2 shots at the line. Page with the second shot here.
Good rebound by Hep.
That should be a blocking foul there on Fredericksburg, and it is.
Oh, reach. Yeah. This. And Fredericksburg wanted a moving pick, but that wasn't the case. Kramer was set.
And that's the 4th foul there on Taylor Grona, the junior. Puts Tatum Harbath at the line.
All right.
She hits the first. And it's a double bonus, so it's going to be an automatic 2 shots the rest of the way here for the Panthers. She hits the front of the rim, and the Battlin Billies grab it, but are in no hurry to move it down court. Looks like they're in, again, stall mode and wait for the shot, move your offense, and use the clock to your advantage at this point.
Yeah, still with that 23-point lead. They're comfortable.
They're going to pass it. Oh, but the Panthers steal it. That's Tegan Harbath with an easy layup. Oh, but it lifts off. It goes off the front of the rim and out of bounds.
And Grona just happened to just slip out of her hands. Rylan Grona was trying to dribble it and go up court. The ball stayed back.
No, Tegan, so the Panthers retained the basketball. That's Carly Koenig. Oh, and so they're going to call a push off on Carly Koenig.
I just thought that was good offense. And
yeah, I didn't see it.
Just,
but
I mean, and Rylan Grona, as we talked about, is not very big, so she gets moved off a little bit.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be a foul.
They pass it around the horn, and that's Rylan Grona. But she waits. That's over to Coleman, and
so we got an offensive foul goes against
wow.
Zenner, I think, and she was already in. I thought she was in foul. Yeah, that's her 4th. So
yeah, they've got 3 players with 4 fouls. They got number 4 Zenna,
right,
Ella Hartman, number 3, and number 1 Taylor Grona. So if this game is a little bit closer, that'd be
I mean, nice if we can get a little bit closer here. You can get within 10. I always say you got to
Charlie Koenig down to Ryan Hep. And she just a little short on the turnaround jumper. And again, Fredericksburg in no hurry. Oh, a push. And again, that's going to be on the Billies. Let's see who he called that on.
Yeah. Well, they're
That,
showing
I think it is.
they're showing that it's going against Ella Hartman, her fourth foul.
Huh. That's interesting because I had her already with 4 fouls. Looks like Ryan Hepp got popped in the nose.
But now
Uh,
get a blocking call that goes against Fredericksburg. I'm a little afraid to try to pronounce the name.
oh, that's Arazia.
I'll raise it up.
Arazia with number 21. Aurora Arazia, the juniors. And
So did they not? Did they call it on?
it
Oh,
looks
they
like,
could. They
oh,
did. So they didn't call it on Arazia.
so they
They
called it
put
on Hartman.
and
No, 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 no. They just didn't
oh,
switch
they
it.
just switched. Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, he was. The official was going over there and holding up 5, and they're like 5 fouls, and now he's. They're changing the call, and Coach Grona, Fredericksburg is having a few words with the official. So we saw it close up. We're right here under
Yeah.
the basket, on the baseline. So he uh, so they
Well, and hey,
we all make mistakes.
and there was,
Oh,
the Battlin Billies coach, Kerry Grona, the statistics, tactic. She's being a little technical here, maybe, but up by 23.
true.
I don't know if it matters who the foul was on
Right.
with 3:38 to go in the game, but hey, maybe she's
Okay, so they got it all figured out, and they did give it to Arazia.
yeah. So Tatum back she makes the second. So cuts it down to a 22-point game here with 3:35 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Billies pass it around and and the ball goes out of bounds. I was going to say they passed up. It looked like 2
open
3-point,
shots, yeah.
wide open 3-pointers. So
You can tell
clearly they don't feel like they need any more
Right.
points. So, but the Panthers bring it back down. So, and there's Tatum
nice.
with a nice bank shot. So trims it to 20. But I was going to say, when Leyland Sturm got hurt in the beginning of the year, she was their best 3-point threat, and that has hurt Navarro a little bit this year because they don't have a consistent threat from the 3-point. Tatum drives, she makes some 3-pointers, but and it's always nice to have a couple, right? So
and also a fast break threat.
Right.
She's normally the fastest player on the court.
yes, yeah, track star,
Yeah.
and so that does hurt when you're down by 20. You don't have probably your best 3-point player. She got hurt a little bit earlier in the year, so
Fredericksburg is playing keep away, so yeah, somebody's probably going to have to foul, even though you don't want Tatum or Carly to be those that foul.
right.
So Teagan Harbeth gets her 3rd foul.
So back to the line there for the Battlin Billies. And that's Page. Some people call it Coleman or Kuhlman, depending on how German you are. Sophomore here at the line again. She rims it out.
All right.
And Tatum Harbeth with the rebound, and she brings it up, sees a wide open Carly Koenig, passes it across court, and boom, hits Teagan underneath the basket.
Nice post move, actually.
Nice post move and excellent passing
Right.
by the Lady Panthers. We're approaching the 2-minute mark here, remaining in the game.
Oh, I was hoping they'd call a travel on that one because she slid her back foot. I could see it from the backside, but they're going to call a foul against the Lady Panthers.
So Kramer picks up her first foul tonight.
Yeah, and that's a good foul because we saw her miss already, but she's now in double bonus, or Fredericksburg's in double bonus, so she's going to shoot 2.
So again, she misses off the right side of the rim.
So it might be kind of the old, hack a shack kind of thing. You find that player, and maybe she's that player that you focus on fouling. Oh, she puts that one away.
Yeah.
And that is number 14, like you said.
So Haley
Cool.
Wilson in, number 20 for the Panthers as well. Tegan, number 4 with the push.
Yeah,
That's Carly Koenig.
that's her.
And that is her, 4th foul.
And she didn't complain about it.
And Coach Harbaugh, we hadn't heard much from him here in the second half, but he let his voice known on that one. So again, a little keep away here for the Battlin Billies against our Lady Panthers.
Yes.
But she does take a 3. I tell you that Ella Hartman, she probably couldn't help it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right.
And she's a 3-point machine. So Tegan takes a shot, rebounded there by Hartman, and passes it back over to Hartman, over to her sister Hartman, who drives the lane, dumps it off, lets it go over to Rylan Corona, and they're just passing it around the horn, folks.
Yeah, we're going to have to
Just wait.
start fouling, or
Yeah.
you just let it go.
Yeah. And there's a foul there by Tatum. I think that's going to be
her 5th foul.
Yeah, I think she's going over to shake the hand of the coach, and
she seems to be that Tim Duncan type where she seems to be always even keeled.
Right.
You don't see her get rattled too often. I mean, every once in a while, but you see Carly Koenig come out as well.
Right. And Tegan
Harbor. So sound over Grona, Rylan,
the freshman, Grona.
Yeah.
Little, man, amazing.
But
coach's daughter, right? So,
right.
Well, and a big sister. So
Yes. She has to hold her own, and she's done that here tonight. That's for sure.
That's right. And she is the little sister, literally. So
Yeah. Physically and then by date of birth,
That's right. That's right.
By age.
So Hartman brings it up, 69-46 with 24 seconds left here in the game. And I tell you, it was
in that first quarter was and the third quarter were the best quarters for the Runnin Lady Panthers, but that second quarter is what blew it wide open for
it did, and then Fredericksburg just kind of held on,
Right.
There was a couple of runs, but for the most part, they controlled the game here tonight. Our hats off to
Fredericksburg.
To the Fredericksburg Lady Battlin Billies, who take the victory tonight over our Runnin Lady Panthers, 69-46.
Even though that Fredericksburg wins the game, I know that you could probably say, hey, who the player of the game, but I'd like to stick with the Panthers on who we think was the
for sure
the best Runnin Lady Panthers tonight. That really, that really showed us that the Runnin Lady Panthers, they're a team player. They made things work, and really the player of the game. So we'll take a quick break. We'll get the QR code up here, and we'll be right back with the Runnin Lady Panthers player of the game.
Sounds good. All right, we're back here with the back here to Navarro High School here in Geronimo, Texas, where tonight the Fredericksburg Battlin Billies defeated your Navarro Lady Runnin Panthers 69-46. Player of the game here, Hank. I think we're going to go with number 2, Tatum Harbeth, leading scorer for the Panthers again. And, you know,
Yeah,
I tell you, she hustles and she plays defense and does it all.
yeah, and we had to give it to her tonight, I think, because overall, I mean, defense, offense, great hustle. It was part of several runs that if things would have went just the right way,
Yeah.
the run the Lady Panthers. But even though she was out because of foul trouble in that first quarter
Yeah,
already,
2 quick fouls.
she came back in that in the second quarter as well, and towards the end of that first. But then when she came back here in that part of that third quarter and in the fourth quarter,
Right.
I thought she did some amazing things. But you can't take away from what Carly Koenig
Right.
did tonight too. She was in that second half, you could
Yeah.
see, like you talked about it early, they're really going to her, trying to force the issue inside, and they used Carly for that as well. But and then Tegan Harbeth,
I was going to say,
there in the mix.
Tegan was right there too, right?
Yeah.
So she's,
And so it's not like I think in this game, pretty Tatum Harbeth wasn't just by leaps and bounds ahead of anybody else, but I think when you look at the bigger picture of tonight's game, that even
Right.
though she was in foul trouble tonight, she was able to make huge contributions for the team. Came up short, but uh, that's the way it goes sometimes. And
That's-
keep fighting, and we'll have our next broadcast.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Next week Tuesday. So
yeah,
talk
next
about that.
Yeah, I was going to say next Tuesday for you Panther fans out there listening tonight and hadn't signed off quite yet. Next Tuesday, January the 24th, we will be back to the boys basketball, and they will be playing Davenport.
Ooh, tough.
So
Davenport's been playing pretty good.
they have been, although I'll have to look at the standings for the boys. I didn't look at them today, but it seems like they've dropped a couple games recently. But I may be off there. But yeah, either way, should be a good game.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
be entertaining. Should be fun. The Panthers, have played tough and good all year, just like the girls tonight. So tune in if you get a chance. It'll be a probably 6:30 tip off as usual, and we'll come on air at 6:15. So.
Yeah, and then we have a game that Friday.
And then next Friday, January the 27th, we will be back and broadcasting again with the girls versus Bandera. And Bandera is, I think, in the bottom of the standings currently for 27 or District 27 here for
Ray,
Yeah, I don't think they've won a district game yet.
So yeah, they were 0 for 6 the last time we looked. So
Right. So
Well-
we'll see. So both those games should be enjoyable. So tune back in with us here next week.
yeah, you can't sleep on them though. That's for sure.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. So let's thank you all tonight for tuning in. We're gonna call it a night and sign off. And thank you.